All right.
Three,
You
two,
ready?
one. It is recording now. All right.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Official episode 2.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I have been enjoying our talks every once a week. I haven't really been having that luck with any buddies lately, so it's been nice.
yeah, same. I really enjoy it too, bro. And like when I texted you this Monday, like the day after the pod, first off, I woke up, listened to the pod like on my way to work. I was half asleep. And I was also on antibiotics. And I had this like panic attack, dude. I don't know like what went wrong. And then I was like listening to other podcasts and I'm like, oh, we're doing all these things so wrong. I was being super gay. And then I did that gay thing. Well, let me ask you this, Brandon. Do you ever get a gay vibe from me?
Not at all. No.
Okay, because I was thinking about it, dude. The way I overthink text that I send you is the same way I overthink text, like when I'm like talking to girls on a date. Like I'm like, I'll say
You
you
get
shit.
like
I'm
real
like,
nervous.
I'm like, fuck. All right, let me send another message. Oh, that wasn't right. And then I've sent you like 6 paragraphs, and you're like, you didn't like the pod. And I was like, wow, it wasn't that I like the pod, but actually, and then like text me for 3 days. So 3 days go by. I'm just like, oh, I ruined it, dude. The pod's over. I fucked up.
No.
And then I sent you another gay text, and we made it all good, dude. But dude, I had the gayest week, bro. I had the gayest week.
Well, I hope I didn't. I'll make like your week like any gayer because
No.
I didn't. I was not stressing about the pod at all, bro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
Good. I didn't want you to. Sorry. I didn't want you to like get the wrong impression. Some things just don't like translate in text,
yeah.
and so I think maybe it came off the wrong way. But I am sorry for being gay. Those aren't my actual thoughts. I'm fucking loving this dude. It's nice. It's nice.
No, I think it was pretty homosexual like for us to not put out the first 3 that we did because we're stressing about how we sound.
That's pretty gay.
That's pretty gay, but
I don't know, dude. Do you think the audience will really like the? No. But one of the real reasons though, I like was listening to it, and the first thing that bothered me about it was the way I presented Rosie, and I was like, dude, if she listens to this,
Yeah.
like, I'm in. And then I told her like what it was, and she's like, I don't fucking care, and I was like, dude, I'm just being gay. So
well, yeah.
yeah,
I totally understand that because I don't want Allison to listen to the first pod either. I was going a little too hard, I think, back then. I need to ease into.
we were going in the paint. We were
Yeah.
we were hard in the paint. Dude. No, but Rosie said she doesn't care, so that's cool.
So,
But she also hasn't listened to it. So.
how many pods do you think like your babe is gonna listen to before she just lies done listening?
She's not gonna listen to any of them.
I would say one. I'd say one, and
Yeah,
then my
one.
babe is just tapped out. She doesn't want to hear my voice. Like talk about fucking absolutely nothing
Yeah.
for an hour.
No, yeah, I get that. Sorry, I misheard the question. Yeah, yeah. I used to. I have to like sit down with Rosie and be like, please look at my memes I sent you. Like she won't like open the shit I send her. Like so to get her to watch one of my YouTube videos or a pod, I'm gonna be like, all right, babe, we're gonna be in the car for a few hours. You want to listen to me talk? And it's gonna
Not
be
at all.
awkward, and so I'm just not gonna do that. If she finds it on her own, great.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I would want Allison like to listen just because I want her to laugh at like anything I do, and this is kind of like it's just like a bro talk, you know.
It is, dude.
It
is.
The babes won't really understand it, bro. Actually, I was playing some games like with like the bros, and she wasn't very happy with a joke that she heard me say while I was just talking with Harrison.
All right.
Jeremy got me mad and everything, and then all I said was, "Bro, you want to make me go beat up my girlfriend?" And then, and then and then like she heard it, she held it in for a whole day, And then like the next day she brings it up, and I'm like, honey, I was just kidding. And like
Dude,
a whole day has gone by, so she cannot understand the context.
I've got the ultimate girlfriend holding a thing over my head story. Okay, this isn't with Rosie. This was with my ex girlfriend. I'm not gonna name her, but like, dude, first off, this chick was more jacked than I was. Total like muscle mommy. You know, I was trying new things. But anyways, her and her brother lived together, and like they were super like health freaks. You know what I mean? And they're always like, "Tell, where the fuck did you go?"
Sorry, my dad. She got like on the counter. She's not allowed on the counter.
Not allowed on the counter. Anyways, so they're health freaks, right?
Yeah.
I spend the night at their house, and one morning, I wake up, she's like, coffee, is ready, come out, whatever. Her and her brother, they're chilling, whatever, and like I walk out and I see, one of those like Nestle coffee creamer things that are like, like blueberry crunch or something with like a ton of fucking preservatives and stuff on the counter. And I didn't think anything of it, dude. I was just like, it's like, who the fuck is drinking this shit?
Yeah.
Right? Anyways, whole day goes by, hang out with her brother, totally fine. Hang out with her, something's off. We go to the gym, and like we're doing all this stuff. I mean, we go shopping, whole day. And over the course of the day, I asked her like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, what's going on? Like, please, talk to me. She's like, nothing. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. So, anyways, we're finally driving home. I'm blasting Brockhampton, dude. I'm jamming out. I'm like singing in the car, and she like turns down the volume. She's like, "Okay, can we actually talk about something?" And I'm like, "Finally, dude. Here it is." She's like, "That comment you made earlier about the coffee creamer was very insulting." I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" She's like, "You can't go into somebody else's home and judge them." Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I literally was like, I just gotta shut that shit down because it was just such a small comment, dude. But anyways,
No, the babes don't like those comments at all. But honestly, in hindsight, they
dude,
are.
every day her brother's like, "You're not getting enough protein, bro. You gotta get at least 250 grams. You're not buying the right fucking chicken, dude. You're eating thighs. You gotta hop back on breast, bro." Like, I make one comment about coffee creamer, like,
Yeah.
anyways, I'm sorry.
No,
That
no,
was not
I get that.
a
Yeah.
funny story.
I I I guess you can call it like slightly insulting, like Allison, like with jokes.
Uh huh.
So like I'll be like, "Oh, honey, like your head's so fucking big," and then she'll be like, "What do you have like do you have like anything nice to say about me?" And I'm like, "Of course, honey. I love on you all day, but there are times where like I just want to say a joke to you." And I don't know, like the bass don't like
I
those.
bet that pissed her off even more.
To the
Oh, so I can't
bass,
take jokes now.
yeah,
I can't take
exactly.
jokes now.
Like the bass don't like those comments. I completely understand, but I have to make the comments because I think it's funny.
You got to do it, dude.
I can't help myself from trying to make myself laugh.
You just got to stand on business, bro. You can't fully give in to. You got to retain some of your manhood. Like
Yeah.
we don't have the middle school table anymore, bro. We don't have our boys. We're zooming across the world right now.
I have to
We
bully
got to
my
get it out, the
girlfriend
ladies.
like every day, like just to be
You have
happy.
it's just like you have to jerk off in order to like not overpressure your girlfriend. You got to do it every day, or else you're gonna go crazy.
Dude,
You're gonna put her in a
I have to stop jerking off, bro. I've been doing it way too much.
Dude, I
Way
have
too
been
much.
going in and out of it for the past, ever since I can remember. I've been battling myself on jerking off, dude.
Yeah.
Right now I'm coasting. Right now I'm like, it's fine. But I get where you're at, so I understand.
Well, dude,
Um,
I don't mean to bring this up, but there's been a renaissance in hentai as of late, bro.
oh, really? I
And
haven't really been on that.
dude, I actually read the mangas and stuff because they're so good. You'll be blown away. But one weird thing that I have started to notice with the community is everyone is starting like to illustrate like a paternal
Dicks
porn.
on chicks.
No, like paternal
Oh,
porn.
yeah,
like
yeah.
like oh, my
I'm down
mom
with
is the hottest person in the house and I bang her. Like it's the
Okay,
actual
maybe
mom.
not that. Maybe not that.
No,
Maybe not that. Yeah,
it's
maybe
been
not.
pushing me away from the
Dude,
community for a.
I was
It's kind of
jerking
bad.
off the other day, and like like I didn't like watch the build up for the video, right? I just like skipped to the good part. They're fucking, and as soon as like he's like about to come on her, I'm busting at the same time as the guy in the video, and he's like, and the female was like, oh dude, your dad's gonna be so pissed he found us fucking. I'm like, right when I'm busting a nut, dude, I hear the fucking the uh the paternal porn, dude.
Yeah, I
Mom,
can't.
please don't tell dad.
Like I can watch the ones where like,
Oh,
oh, the
since we're
kid
on the
like is
topic,
cucking the dad, but
yeah,
like
yeah.
when there's a mom
Well, well,
included, I can't do it.
well, since we're on the topic of moms, dude, there was a pretty big pause in the last podcast that I did not call pause on. I want to read what you said in quotes when we were talking about breastfeeding videos. You said, in quote, I don't feel any disgust when there's a child there. I like listening back. I was like, "Oh fuck, dude, that was terrible."
Dude, I I am a heathen. That's all I can say, bro. I am a fucking Neanderthal. I'll fucking rip the kid off and just start fucking going to
How
town
do
on the
you?
mother.
So let me ask you this, Brent. You watch the breastfeeding videos, but like does does lactating turn you on at all?
No, bro. The only thing I like about the breastfeeding
Really?
is you get to see tits on Instagram for free.
I
Like,
hear that and I agree, but dude, I'll be honest. I'm a sucker for the milk. I can't wait till I have a kid. I told her we had this conversation. I was like, I'm gonna be all up in that. She's like, no, that makes me so uncomfortable. I'm like, that is an absolute deal breaker. We have a mutual buddy who has a kid. You know
yeah.
who I'm talking about. We only got one buddy with a kid. His wife dropped some lore on Rosie about the whole milk situation,
On
and she
Rosie?
was like, okay. Well, she told Rosie about it,
Who are we talking
and
about as a kid?
there's
Oh, 'cause
only
I know
one
two
guy we know
people.
that has a kid. I was just hold on. No,
You were just
that's
at
gonna
their
narrow it
wedding?
down to him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
I'm just saying. Apparently, was all up in it, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'll,
You're gonna have to
I'll have to
leave
bleep
that
that.
out. Leave that out. Leave that out.
He's all in it.
But the perk of my bro, like entering that frontier was that made Rosie. She was like, "All right, that's fine. Other people were doing it. I'm okay with it." So I don't
So,
know. I think it has. I know this sounds weird, but like I wasn't breastfed as like a child,
I didn't know that.
so I feel like I have that. I have that like longing for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't, so I can totally understand, dude. I was chugging on the breast milk. Um, so I think the allowance of like your bae allowing you like the breastfeed is the amount of allowance. Like, so our buddy, he just got married. The
Mm-hmm.
bae is probably over the moon about that, and it's at their first child. She is in love with right now. He
That's a second bleep, dude.
so yeah,
That's a second bleep.
so he gets full access to the breast milk because his bae is like over the moon right now with love. But
He was getting access to it before. I'm gonna let you continue though.
no, yeah,
What was the bar?
when you're in like a 3, 4, 8 year relationship, like the bae doesn't love
Mhm.
you as much anymore. It like
That's not true.
you won't get a you won't
Yeah,
get
well,
access to breastfeeding like at that point. That's all I'm saying is
I don't
like
know.
you
I'll
need
let
your
you know when
bae
I
to be
get there.
happy, you know.
Yeah, of course. I'll let you know when I get there. But apparently, here's how I think it started. I'm just theorizing, right? Like, because like when they have to pump like excess milk and stuff, he just drinks it. Like he puts it in his coffee. He doesn't want to let it go to waste. And like
Yeah,
apparently he's told me he's like, yeah, dude, it makes me. I just feel so energized, dude. I feel so fucking good. I'm like, all right, bro. I mean, look,
absolutely
let me say
jealous right now.
this.
Absolutely
Let me say
jealous.
this. Let me say this. I'm not trying to drink it per se. I like body fluids. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like the same appeal as like a girl squirting. It's like, if she's riding and those things are just dripping on my face, I don't know, it does something for me.
I don't know about that. I've never liked a girl squirting. I'm sorry.
Really? You're not
Yeah.
into that?
No. Guys know it's pissing, bro. Like, I'm not in the
It's
piss
not
play.
piss, dude. Oh my god. Are we okay? It's not piss.
Well, it's not
I
cum.
know this. It's not cum either, dude. It's its own thing. I don't even want to tell you why I know it's not piss.
Tell me
So let's just move on.
what are you, a fucking scientist? You don't know.
I've been doing experiments in the bedroom for many years, dude. And I have concluded it is not piss because I've also experienced. Never mind. Listen.
Have you squirted?
What's the next topic? You guys said you got stuff like written down.
No, I guess I've never made a girl squirt before.
Well, they're not all squirters, dude.
Yeah, I guess I've just been with.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it.
I'll have to ask about it with my bae. You know, just be like, you want to try to squirt at least? Are you trying? All right.
Are you holding back on me?
Like, have
Alright,
you
go
just
ahead,
been
go.
pissing after like a fucking bee? So,
It's just like,
on my household, we don't use the word bitch. Like, we use the word, I'll be say, you're being a bee right now, or like she's a bee. You know, like just like to not have that harsh and ugly word in the house.
oh my god, dude, you're fucking
I
bitched
know.
up.
I am bitched up.
Dude,
Dude,
I had that problem with Rosie a long time ago, and I stopped saying it. But now, I don't know, with time, back. I don't know.
so
It's fine.
you have to like, you have to choose your battles, bro, because I
That's
can
fair. That's fair.
I can either be allowed to use the word bitch, or I can use the word retard. And I would rather choose retard over bitch.
Hold on. So she's saying you
No,
can only
no.
have like one bad word?
She hates the
Or are you just
word.
saying,
No,
okay,
she hates the word retard, but you need to like slowly beat her down until
yeah,
she's okay with
yeah,
it.
yeah, for sure.
But you have to choose your battle. Like, you can't do it with both words at the same
Both at
time.
the same time. Yeah,
So,
that's true. That's
dude,
true.
I had the most scarring and the most hilarious experience happen to me like the other day.
All right. Let's hear it.
I was driving to McDonald's, and it's like 3 blocks down, so it's not too far. And right on the road up to McDonald's, there's this homeless guy.
Hmm.
He was just pissing in front of everyone on the sidewalk. And it
Nice.
wasn't like he was trying to like hide it in the bush. Like,
Uh-huh.
if you're walking straight to the McDonald's, he's in your way, and like he's like facing you. You're just doing this, like his pants down to his ankles. He's just pissing like this. And then
Nice.
the audacity, because that is not the first time it's happened to me. I've seen 2 old man penises in the past 2 months.
Ugh.
Dude, the homeless
The homeless? Okay.
are crazy
I
out
have
here,
noticed,
bro. Crazy.
dude, no, it's everywhere, bro, because I have noticed in the past 2 months, the homeless just wilding out. Like, there's a growth right now. Like, something is going on, but, like, I've just been seeing them out, like, day walking.
You know what it is? You know how like there's that term, a COVID baby? These are like post a COVID homeless people. Like, they are a different breed from the
Different breed. Like, they, like,
like
gained a
they
natural immunity to COVID, and so now they're, like, a little, like,
well
crazier.
like around here at least, they don't ask for money around here. They're just crazy.
Mhm.
They just do crazy shit for no reason.
Mhm.
They don't ask for money at all. It's insane. Like, dude, there's homeless people at like on every block of Hawaii. There will be at least 1 or 2 that have like their own little area, like they're always around. I have a guy that breaks into my apartment complex and he just rummages through my trash. It's
Nice.
it's rough over here.
Yeah. I was in Panera Bread the other night, and half the people in the restaurant were like crackheads.
Yeah.
I was at the soda fountain, and like there was a lady. She had like two giant cups, and she like put the lids on, and she was like smashing her straw. She's like, I can't get it in, and I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. And during this time, I'm like sick. I'm on antibiotics. I like being gay all week. Like, dude, I'm actually dying. And then I see this woman with like visible veins and holes in her legs,
Yeah,
trying to
just
jam a
fucked up.
straw into a cup. And I was like, if her body's holding on, I got to be doing pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly, it made me feel better about myself.
Yeah. Dude, Allison and I like are at the point right now, like when we see homeless people, we start just talking about like eugenics and shit, bro. We're that pissed off by it. It's gotten too
Yeah.
much.
I got a story for you. Funny thing that happened to me this week. So I'm at work, having my weekly meeting with my two bosses.
Yeah.
And we're in our conference room, and half the conference is glass, the other half is like, behind a wall. This guy walks into our office. He's got a bunch of pies, like a whole basket of pies.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I think he's like an Uber Eats guy or something, and he's at the wrong place. So I walk out, and I'm like, hey, bud. I'm like, I think you got the wrong place. And he's just like rummaging through the pies, completely ignoring me. I'm like, oh, Jesus, dude, is this a crazy person? And he looks at me and he goes, I'm like, oh, he's deaf, okay. And so, he's like pulling out his phone. He's trying to like get me to read shit. I'm like doing shit with my hands to talk to him. And my boss is in the background just yelling like, tell him to go. We don't want anything. Tell him to go away. And I'm like, I'm doing this, and the other boss is like, what is he, a fucking mime? Tell him to leave. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, they don't know that he's, I'm dealing with a deaf guy right now. My boss is like, dude, just tell him to fucking leave. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude. And so he leaves. I go back in there, and I'm like, guys, like, he was deaf. They're like, they're like giving me a hard time. They're like, oh, we hate when people fucking interrupt our meetings. Like, we're trying to get work done here. And I'm like, it's like a deaf guy. He was trying to like sell pies for charity for cancer. And my boss was like, no, dude, he's just scheming you, dude. He's just trying to get money off of us. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, he's like, I was like, I feel bad. Maybe we should have given him like a few bucks or something. And he's like, here's what he says. He's like, people with disabilities want to be treated like everybody else. Okay, don't buy into that.
Yeah,
and I was
treat
like,
them like shit.
I was like, right. So if I was blind, I wouldn't want those like bumps on the sidewalk, so I could just like walk into traffic. I want braille, dude. I don't want to be able to read. And I just like absolutely roasted him with that. And the other boss just cracking up, dude. And like later that day, like my like the boss that was saying on the side, he felt really bad. He's like, dude, maybe you're right. And I was like, dude, it was funny. It's a funny situation. Don't beat yourself up over it.
No, the best part about that is like whoever like that pie factory was, like the best person they had was a deaf person they're sending out to sell pies.
Well, no,
that's
I mean,
the best they're
it was
working
if you donate, you get a pie. In all honesty, dude, they sent out their best soldier. Like, how can he turn
he's getting
down
nothing when he's like, you can't understand him. He's not getting any money. like, if it takes 20 minutes for him to get across his point, that is the worst person.
Yeah, well, you can't like turn away a deaf guy. Please,
dude, your bosses were very happy to do that. They're like, fuck that guy.
Dude, absolutely brutal. I mean, when my one boss said like, "What is he, a mime?" I like, dude, like my ass like fucking clenched up, dude. I was like, this is the worst possible situation to be in right now, because like they can't fucking see me. They can't see the guy. They can just see me.
Yeah, you're like,
and I'm looking back and forth. One guy's like, and like the other room, I look the other way and went, tell him to fucking leave, and I'm just in the middle of the whole situation. But yeah, that was pretty funny.
That's a good part of the day. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude.
But highlight of the week.
The one thing that I've realized about Hawaii people, and I have a tendency to like try to like see what a kind of Asian people are like a counterparts like to like real races like in the real world. Like
Mm-hmm.
a Korean people are probably the black people like, of Asian people.
Yep, I've heard that.
But then, I've been in Hawaii, like they're all Asian people here. Dude, Hawaiians are African people, bro. They
African people.
they dress like they're like skaters from the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Like hat and like
Mm-hmm.
flipped up like polo tee with like some basketball shorts. Of that kind of thing.
Okay.
And
Okay. All right.
and they fucking chase people down with machetes around here. It's like
That's crazy.
straight Africa around here.
Hold on, dude. That's actually funny. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Because here's the way I see, like, I'm sorry, to move away from the Hawaiians, we're
You're
going to
fine.
go to the Asian market here. So, like, because Asians, they're all racist towards each other. But, like, the way I see it, the Japanese are the whites of the Asians, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, booming economy, you know what I mean? Almost like took over the world once kind of thing. The Chinese, they're Spanish.
Yeah, like
You know,
Hispanics.
like they go anywhere. You know, they'll do any
Yeah,
type
they
of work.
multiply
Cheap
like
labor,
rats, bro.
cheap. Yeah, and then like the Koreans are definitely, the black ones because they have the best sense of style.
Yeah.
All the Koreans like they're dressed super nice.
Yeah, they got
They
their
got great
music.
music. K-pop taking over the world. I mean it's yeah, it's definitely true. There's something to it.
Dude, yeah. And um we just had an incident where this like random guy just poured like sulfuric acid on a Taurus here.
Dude, we had
But
we had
like, I have to move away from that. The most hilarious part of that is like having like this this like Hawaiian guy planning out like he's like he's like tinkering with like shit. He's like, oh brother man, oh my god. He's like it's like potioning like out like shit. And he's like, all right. And then he's like hunting for a person to fucking like just horribly disfigure. Dude, Hawaiians are peaceful people, bro. So that is like, oh, actually, dude, not to move away too fast, but I
no,
would say
lay it on me.
out of all of like the American people, Hawaiian people are on the verge of like revolting on the American government right now.
Well, that's always been the case, dude.
It's pretty bad here right now.
Mm.
Like like anyone like you talk to is like totally enthusiastic about the annulment of like the government here. Like all the podcasts like you'll see, like all the TikToks are all talking about like we want America out, blah 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 blah. And I think there's been this rise in like I would say local terrorism because of
Uh-huh.
that.
Interesting. Hold on
Yeah.
1 second, dude. I myself.
Are you in your room right now?
Yeah, dude. I got kicked back to the room. Um. So, okay. Here's my question, though.
Yeah.
Let's say, all right, you're not an American state anymore. Does Hawaii think it's just going to be its own country? Because as soon as we're out, like Russia or China is coming in.
Yeah.
What are they?
Yeah.
What max military? Yeah, and it's funny too. There's like that new Jason Momoa like Hawaiian warrior like show on Apple TV right now,
Yeah.
dude. Dude, they're pushing the race war on us, bro. And they've been doing it with the blacks and whites, but now they're doing it with the Hawaiians. They're like, oh, dude, look at Jason Momoa be so badass. Doesn't this make you want to fucking hate the country, dude? Doesn't it make you want to like revolt?
Yeah.
Fucking Aquaman's your leader, dude.
Dude, I've seen Hawaiian people hate on that only because like it's like a Hollywood movie. They
Okay.
hate everything
So my
American,
perception
bro.
is
They
okay. Fair enough.
But like, not to get like too real, like the only thing that's really holding them back is Hawaiians treat Hawaii like shit too. All the
Mm,
homeless here are Hawaiian, bro, and they treat them like shit. They don't help them out. Like, they're not
mm,
helping them out. Like,
mm-hmm,
if Hawaiians are to actually get together and start to help the population of Hawaii, you
mm-hmm,
could
mm-hmm.
see a revolt happen. You really could. There's a lot of
So we
animosity.
we talked about the homelessness on like the pilot pod,
Yeah.
and like what our solutions would be. And now that like a month has gone by since we've done that, and the homeless problem has escalated just in that 1 month, what is your new solution for the homeless problem? And I think we should revisit this like every so often because my ideas get more extreme with
Yeah.
like every day going by.
Well, I think I mentioned eugenics in the first pod, so that's kind of extreme. But um, homeless people have a right to live, obviously, and I don't
Okay, so we're not
think.
there yet.
Well,
No, continue,
hear me
continue.
out.
I'm hearing you out.
I don't think the U.S. A government gives you the right to live. Like, I don't think you have human rights just because the government like tells you so. You know,
Okay.
but that
Hmm.
also implies that, you know, the government doesn't really have to take care of everyone.
Okay.
And in my experience, I've not met one homeless person that is homeless because of bad circumstance. It's usually abuse of alcohol, drugs, or
It's a personal thing.
yeah, it's usually a personal thing. Like, in my
See, and
experience,
that's
it's kind of always a personal thing.
I pondered this question the other day. I'm like, why does humanity want to save the homeless when the homeless has given up on humanity?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this isn't necessarily like uh, a resolution to the problem. It's a step towards finding one. What if we took like a ton of homeless people, as many as we could round up? We can't get all of them. That's impossible. I know.
Yeah.
But what if we did put them like in a matrix like simulation, right? And like all the people in this like matrix world are just like homeless people. Like what would their society like turn into?
Yeah. Like, if you could give like a person like the chance to really prove themselves, like, in that kind of world, and then, like, you come out, and if you proved yourself
Not
to
even
be like
that.
a regular person.
Not even that. Not even that,
No.
dude. I'm saying like make them think that they woke up the next day and the whole world was vacant. It's
Yeah.
just homeless people. Like the Matrix is it's exactly like the real world, dude. They can go to Dunkin' Donuts and like go behind the counter and steal donuts, dude. They can steal an aircraft and fly it. They can do whatever they want. Literally just sticking them in this world and letting them like create a society. And like if they fail, it's kind of like why are we trying to rehabilitate these people that are, not even capable of, when the world is
Well,
in their hands and they can do whatever they want and they still continue to fuck up? Why would we even try? And then maybe that
dude,
brings us to the answer we just kill them all.
dude, what if you and I were in that exact same kind of situation? You think we'd be rebuilding the world? No, bro. We would,
All right. Okay.
dude.
If we're in that situation, is it
If I
just you and
had
me or are there
times,
ladies there? Are there ladies there?
okay,
Because if we're having kids,
imagine this.
we can raise them right. They can do.
The real question is, if you had the ability like to time stop, what would you be doing, bro? If you could time stop
Don't
and
ask me that question. Don't ask me that
see,
question.
that's why we could not rebuild the world, bro. If
That's not true. That's not true because two different things: time stopping and the Matrix, different scenarios.
I guess, but if I had like the ability to recreate the world, I'd probably make a harem for myself.
For sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just that thought came to me.
I
But
would
anyways,
I would
let's
go
let's
full warlord on the world. I'd be a disgusting warlord.
full general butt naked, dude.
Dude, who was the guy that was like stealing kids in 2012 in Uganda?
Coney?
Yeah, I'd be full of
Coney?
Coney.
Full Coney?
I think if
Well,
anyone,
hold on, pause. Pause. What are you doing with these kids?
I'm like racing to build an army, right?
Okay.
And then I'd go to war with you because you're not doing that because you have good morals.
Dude, come on. No, listen.
I would destroy you with my child army, bro.
Imagine like we both just like build these child armies and they're like all killing each other on the battlefield and it comes down to us like fighting and like they're all like just on the brink of death and they see us just like, oh dude, I could never hate
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Bro.
we're like,
This is like fun. They're just like they're like slowly fading out seeing that.
our entire armies went through a bloody massacre, and we're like, I can't fuck with you, man.
Dude, yeah, it's literally the real world, dude. That's the fucking leaders of the world making their countries fight. And at the end of the day, they're like, damn, bro,
The kids
that's
are like-
crazy.
Dude, that would actually be pretty fun.
Yeah.
So like the last,
Then we leave the Matrix, and they're like, we gotta kill these guys. Dude, they're psychopaths.
dude,
But look,
they're geniuses.
I don't think that's entirely true, dude, because we are here today for a reason. You know, you can say what you will about like humans and like putting them in scenarios and you know, whether it be like a Lord of the Flies situation or whatever. But like we came from that world of raping and killing and backstabbing. And now we have society. So
Oh shit, bro.
I think at some point it does come together. I've got hope. I think our kids, you know, they'll see us step up. They'll be like, honestly, the war was kind of fun. It put some hair on my chest. And now, you know, I'm going on about my life.
So when I talk with Allison a lot, and like we have this little like a talking periods where like we talk about what like how would we really stop a problem like from happening, like homelessness, whatever. And I was talking with her, and I was like, the one way to end rape is to make rape a punishment, like a lawful punishment. Like if you rape a girl or whatever, whoever you rape, you will be raped by like a big like hulking dude with a big ass dick, or like a wooden peg or something. I think if we were to institute rape as like a punishment, people would not rape anymore.
Dude, you should run your campaign on that. We shall rape the rapist.
Dude, I've had this weird like you know like how like you have like a daydream like of like you and your girl like out and like you're about to get mugged, but then you do something
And you like
really
save
cool.
the day.
Yeah,
Yeah. All the time.
And dude, like what happens after? Like I'd be so pissed. I'd probably like if he tried to rape my girl, bro, I'd probably rape him back.
That's
You know?
kind of gay.
Is it? Yeah.
Honestly.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I would just fuck him up. I wouldn't be like, oh man,
I don't know.
time to put my dick in this guy, dude.
I've been reading like a lot of like
Imagine,
medieval books.
imagine you tried to rape my girlfriend, and now I'm gonna rape you. You can't get your dick hard, and you're like, hold on 1 second. Sorry, it's not always like this,
dude.
It's just
Dude,
I had a lot to
I'm so
drink
good
in
at it.
that.
I'm so good at it.
I promise. I promise. I'm so fucking good at this.
Yeah. and then like, dude, what would your
Probably
bae
you have a blue
do?
chew.
What would your bae do if she just saw you do that? Would she be terrified, or would she love you for the rest
She's
of your
like,
life?
oh my god, now you can't even get hard for him. Well, at least I know you're not gay anymore. Then he's like, damn. She's like, you know what? I do want to fuck this guy.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, we have a lot of
yeah.
problems at home.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I was just like in that hypothetical, I couldn't get hard.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Dude, that's all I had to talk about. Well, dude, one last thing, but my last thing, I've been hanging out like with the bays, her like inner circle, like her
Mm-hmm.
her best friend's island. Like we go out for drinks and stuff. I hear what they're talking about, bro. I have to ask you: is it as excruciating, like for you to hang out with the Bay girls?
I got the opposite problem, dude. My day is always with me and the boys.
Yeah, and
Like
she
Rosie,
enjoys hanging out with them.
yeah, she
Yeah,
does. Yeah, we like we don't. I don't know. We don't. I shouldn't say we don't hang out with people that often, because we do, but we don't have like a central like group or anything. We've got a lot of friends like here and there, and we get together. Like we've got one group. There's a lot of girls, and but like all the groups are like pretty inclusive. If anything, I'd say like we end up in more scenarios where it's like me and the boys, and then Rosie. Uh, but trying to think.
you don't really hang out with any of
Yeah,
her girlfriends.
no, she does have one girlfriend, and I tolerate it. For
Yeah, I
sure,
mean, yeah, you do.
for sure.
Yeah, you can't be like a bitch to them or anything, but
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no,
I just
dude. But
it's
like
hard.
speaking about like dragging like your significant other to things, like every time there's like a UFC card, and I'm like, babe, I want to go out and watch the fights. I just know she's like, like this weekend, all right. Like I felt so bad yesterday, dude. So we get up, and I'm like, we got to get some shit done around the house today. We're painting the house today. We spend 8 hours painting in like the brutal heat, dude.
Yeah,
And like just to peel the tape off, and like it bled through the tape in some areas, it stuck to tape in the others. We got to go back and touch it all up, dude. It was like a total just like fucking, punch to the face. And it's like, am I really gonna like drag my girlfriend to a bar for 4 hours after like being in the sun all day and making her work?
no.
Absolutely, dude. And and she likes going out, getting food and drinks and stuff, but she's not big on the fights.
No, she doesn't
And
like
I'm sitting there.
UFC.
She doesn't like guys getting like fucked up too bad. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't. It's a little too brutal for her. But like she'll enjoy some parts of it. But the worst part is like whenever something happens, I'm like, oh shit, I go crazy, and I'm like next to her, and she's just like like this, like, and I like as soon as the excitement dies down, I see like my girlfriend visibly uncomfortable because it just screamed in her ear,
Yeah, like you have
and
to go like apologize.
gotta be like, oh babe, I'm so sorry. No, she's a trooper for that though. But did you watch the card last night?
I watched half the card, then I passed out, bro. I got too high.
Ah, dude. Okay, so Drakus versus Hamzat aside, those first four cards on fights on the main card, absolute bangers, bro.
Really, dang.
Did you,
Not like I missed it
dude?
all.
There was two fights in a row, two first round knockouts by spinning elbows,
That's awesome.
backward spinning. Dude, it was insane. Like the first one, it was a pretty close fight, and with 1 second left, boom, knocks the guy on the ground. Can't even get up for the lifting of the hands. Then the second fight comes on.
How about the Michael Page fight?
Dude, MVP is the fucking man,
He's
bro.
so funny.
He is hilarious. Dude, okay, here's what he did on Cannoneer. Literally, like, he was like weaving them, and you know
Yeah.
the meme where the guy like sticks his tongue out and he's like about to kick that girl. He's like,
Yeah.
Michael Page is like, dodge it. He literally goes, like punches and knocks him in the ground, dude. And then he gets up and he's like
Oh my god.
break dancing. He pretends to like dribble a basketball and stuff, dude.
He's so funny. I love him.
Dude, he's the fucking man. But yeah, and then the second knockout with Lerone Murphy, bro, he was getting dominated by this one guy who just came from Bellator, his first fight in the UFC, just putting the pressure on him. I literally was like, dude, this is literally like a pit bull on a chihuahua, bro. This is nuts. This is guy, Bellator guy fucking up Lerone Murphy.
Yeah.
And then like out of nowhere, like when he was like in a defensive position, just does a spinning elbow and knocks the guy out like cold. Like the guy is on the ground, like,
Awesome, bro. That's awesome.
dude, it was so fucking tight. But
Yeah, but I heard the main fight was just ass.
dude, I hate the internet because the internet's like, if you think that fight was boring, you're a fucking normie. You're not like an actual UFC fan. You're just a casual. It can still be boring, bro. like you can admire the skill. You can be like, okay, that is a superb fighter, dude. Like I can't even imagine how you would stop that. But it's still fucking boring to watch like one of your favorite guys just get rode for fucking 25 minutes straight. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
nobody wants to see that happen.
No.
But anyways, it was a good time. Um, all right, let's see what else I got on here. Trump flexing on Putin. Did you see that?
Yeah,
So
I heard and I like saw them talking at the press office.
so they like met in Alaska, I think. And basically as like Putin's like walking up to Trump, like a B-52 bomber and like six jets like fly over him.
Oh damn.
Trump just absolutely flexing on him. I don't know.
See, I
I
mean,
mean,
why did he even have
I
him over here?
I don't know. I don't know. But, despite all my issues with the J-Man right now, you gotta admit, like that's an unbelievable flex, dude.
I mean, yeah, like to bring him
So
over to your country, then like you're like, hey, oh look at that, like
look at that right there, dude.
I
I could
could
drop a bomb on you
fucking
right
kill us
fucking
right
now.
now.
Oh my god,
I'd
dude.
be
That'd be
regarded as
so
a
funny.
hero.
He would. But anyways, we were talking before the pod about bringing lore to the podcast.
Yeah, what do you
So
got? What do you got cooking?
I've got here's my lore of the week. I was talking to my dad. Dad calls me today, and he's like, today marks 27 years ago when I married your mother. And so, we were just like talking about like life and stuff, and he brought up this one memory. So I was in like middle school or something. My dad, I don't know, he like fucked some like nasty bitch or something, and he had like this dick rash, and he was just whining about it all fucking day, dude, about how much pain he's in. And then he just started taking shit out on me. He's like, we're in the car and stuff, and he's like, your grades aren't good, dude. What are you fucking doing? You're always talking with a baby voice. Why do you fucking do that? Just like fucking being a dick to me, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And so we're fighting, and like I start saying some mean shit back, and he's like, you don't know what I'm going. You want to see what I'm going through right now? You want to see? And he starts to unzip his pants and take his dick out to show me like his like fucking scar-ridden dick. And I didn't even catch a glimpse of that thing, dude. I just
No.
got out of the car and walked home.
Dude, your dad, he was like an asshole like behind the scenes, I guess. Because like when we were around, he was not.
No, look, Dad, I love my dad. It's just a funny moment, He
Yeah.
was like, just being a bitch, crying, and he's like, "Look at my dick. Look at how much pain." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude!"
Yeah.
And then as I was walking away, he was like driving. He's like, "Jack, get back in the car." And I was like, "No, dude." Like there's other people driving, and like he's like, "Get in the car." I'm like, "I don't want to see your fucking dick." Like other people are listening. He's like, "Get in the car right now," and I'm like, "No, you fucking weirdo." And people were like looking and shit, and so it's a funny situation.
Dude, imagine like if your dad had a small peen, bro. That would just.
Nah, I've seen that thing, dude. He's got a piece. I hate to say it's bigger than mine. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I think that's just how
he
it
didn't pass
is.
it down. He didn't pass it down.
Yeah,
Mom's jeans took over on that one.
dude.
But you were reminiscing on something with Fagil. What were you talking about?
Dude, so one of our like true hangouts, your dad and you, like you brought me down to South Florida. Like we're in a hotel and stuff, and all I remember from the trip is I was wearing like skin tight like skinny jeans and like this like skin tight like a, a purple shirt, and you and your dad were just ragging on me like the entire time like bro, you look so gay right now. Like
I don't
dude,
remember that.
I
Dude.
felt so insecure like that entire trip, but
I think that was Orlando, actually.
I
Is that
don't-
when we stayed in that place with like the giant like glass dome
no, dude,
and like we walked around? Like remember like it was like a big. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but do you remember
No.
like that? We stayed at like the Gaylords. It had like a
I
giant
remember
glass
that.
dome, and there was like a forest and stuff.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was a good time.
I'm talking about when I actually got to meet like your grandparents, like
Okay.
your dad's parents.
That was Clearwater. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was on that trip, and like I felt, especially because when we went to your grandparents' house, and like your a grandpa is like this like old World War vet, like and everything, and I just look like a gay twink coming into his like his white ass condo and everything.
The one thing I remember from that trip, and like this doesn't help, like this doesn't add to the cause, but like I remember we walked all the way to the fucking beach.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was a good like 5 miles. Then it started to rain, and we're like, we got to run back, and like I was in crew at the time, so like you had to keep like stop like in taking breaks and stuff, and I was like, Brandon, you need to really work on your cardio.
It's like fuck you, bro. Like I know I'm a bubba, bro.
We were just roasting you that whole weekend, I guess, dude. That's hilarious.
Well deserved because whenever you came over to my family, they'd love to roast you. So
Dude, which I you ever like have like a daydream scenario where you're like, oh, if I go back in time,
oh
like in
yeah,
this situation and say this thing, you know? Dude, for some reason, like in my early 20s, I was always like, oh, dude, if I could go back to high school, like now, the shit I would say,
yeah.
gay shit. But like, if I were like to just like appear in my like teenage body at your house during that time, I could absolutely roast your family so fucking hard, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like I just like you, oh yeah, I'm gay. You guys are gonna get divorced.
She's gonna take all your money, bro.
I'm gay, dude. Your kids are fucking gonna be dropouts, dude. This is what you get for feeding them use their whole life.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roast your brothers.
My brothers are fucked right now.
Dude, okay, for real though, I thought your one brother was so gay. Like I thought he was like actually gay.
Oh yeah, Ashton. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he might be gay, but like I don't know. That half the
Was
family.
he the one that was like? Sorry,
So,
go ahead.
that half the family is just kind of like still too afraid of like gay people. You know,
Mm,
they're not
mm.
ready to have a gay child yet. So
Is was he the one that was hanging out with our drug dealer?
yeah,
Damn.
that
I
was
saw him,
super creepy, bro.
dude. I saw him one time. I went over there, and he's like, Zach, what's up, dude? And I was like, and he's like, it's me, and I was like, holy shit, dude, fucking crazy, bro. I just like, I
That's
saw
not
him.
where
He
you
was like
want
a
to
little
meet
kid.
like a person. Yeah, that
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not like, how you been, buddy? Like in a fucking trap house. You
you're
know what I
like,
mean?
what's up?
Oh, what's up, dude?
I
Yeah,
don't
how's
know.
it going?
I mean,
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
that that's a turmoil that you have as an older brother. It's like you cannot help their choices, bro. They just have to
Yeah,
go on their own life path.
yeah, yeah.
He's got to hope for the best.
I got, nah, I wouldn't say I got the opposite problem, but I don't know. My brother's going through it right now. He's
He's
had a
always
rough go.
he has had a rough
Dude,
10 years,
okay.
bro.
All right, so here's the lore on the brother.
That's a good lore.
So this is a good lore. He's a good lore. Okay, so he married someone at like 20. They were both 20. They had kids, two kids. They were together for like 10 years or something. And they lived here in Florida. She wanted to be closer to her family, so she moved back to Pennsylvania, and he followed her. It's within a year of him like being there,
Yeah.
she like has an affair with a guy at work and gets a divorce with him. Like she tells him, I'm getting divorced on the day that like my mom like told us that like she was gonna die within like 60 days. So like
That's
he gets
rough.
divorced, his mom dies, and then he's in Pennsylvania for a while. He meets like another girl, pretty young, she's in her early 20s, like he's in his 30s now. They date for 7 years. They come down to Florida, they get married, they get divorced, right? And now his kids are grown up. One of them's trans. Did I tell you that?
I know you did tell me. That's
One of my
crazy.
nephews is trans. And like
That's that.
my brother is like, conservative Florida cracker dude to the
Yeah.
max, bro.
Absolutely.
Like,
He does not
so
understand what's
two
going on.
divorces, dead mom, one kid's trans. Like he talk about Rat King, bro. He is just every day,
He is
just
surviving at this point. Just surviving.
surviving, bro. But yeah, I mean, if you were to ask me, a clear indicator of the wedding not, the marriage not working out, probably don't wear sunglasses during the ceremony. I know it's on the beach.
It's just
But
chill,
when your
bro.
wife is looking at her reflection, when she's looking into your eyes
Yeah, your
as
Ray
you're saying your
Bans.
vows, dude, it's just, I don't know. It was, yeah. But I feel for the guy. And now, fuck, man, he won't know about this podcast. It don't matter.
Yeah, not for
But
a while.
now he's dating this new chick, and like, I guess
Yeah, he's
she
like, I just want to
was.
get married, bro. I just want to get married again.
No, no, no. He's over that. He's over that. But like he's dating this new chick and like her and her kid moved into his house. But then this chick got like arrested for like social security fraud. So now there's like this ongoing trial. And he's like, he's like I'm talking to him and I'm about to go to Ohio to like hang out with our cousin and go to a music festival and he's like, yeah, dude, like I'd love to do that shit, but like I got a girl who can't even leave the state right now. And I'm like, dude, you just
Dude,
I feel bad for the guy. So
he needs to just be like all alone, bro. Like
chilling.
he shouldn't be dating anymore. Like, he's at the point where
Nah,
like with his kids, he just needs to mature past like having to date.
yeah,
You know,
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
why do you think his kid is trans? Like, how do you think that happened?
all right, so, dude, this is really a off the pod kind of topic, but
Sorry, bro.
like, no, 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 it's fine. I'll give bits and pieces, but like, he was always an awkward kid and like sensitive and you know, nah, dude.
Okay, no, we don't have
This
to talk
isn't.
about
This
it.
is off the pod. This is off the record. We can talk about this one.
It's for
But
it's for the Patreon.
this is for the Patreon. Pay $5 to hear some deep cuts,
Some
dude.
horrible
Real,
lore.
some horrible lore that could, get me even more estranged from my family. But dude, yeah, it's interesting to say the least. Like going on Facebook and seeing pictures and stuff. It's
Yeah,
if they're happy, that's all I care about. You know what I mean? But man, I feel bad for my brother. Like, he's just like every time I talk to him on the phone, it's something, and like just like one random day, he's like, "God, my fucking kid is trans now." I'm like, "What?" Yeah,
dude, he's like 2 steps away like from going like to Thailand and just
I told him that. I was like, you gotta stop dating these ladies, dude. You just gotta go hit the massage parlors, go to Thailand.
dude,
He
he would
does need a good.
thrive in Thailand.
He needs a good like what is it called, like a mail-in wife
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
pay
yeah.
for them and like they ship them over.
Yeah, and then like they
What's
leave your
funny
ass in
though,
2 years.
well, no, every time I go down to hang out with my brother in Port Charlotte and when like we go out and stuff, it's nothing but like old dudes with
Yeah,
like those kind of girls. Like it's like old dudes with like Asian girls. And I'm like all of these guys in Port Charlotte are just like like shipping these wives over.
it's a good
Or they're
life.
going to Thailand and bringing them back. I'm like, honestly, it's a good plan B, you know?
Hey, dude, it's gotten to the point though where like those girls will still be like ungrateful enough like to leave the guys like right when they get into America. Like,
I think there's some laws that
well,
like
yeah,
prevent that,
yeah,
you
you wait
know?
like 2 years and then you leave the guy.
Yeah, 2 years.
But
Dude, that's
dude,
2 years you just get to absolutely
just
dog
smack.
your wife, beat her, fucking nine there.
Well, dude, like it used to be that like you were
Don't beat
rescuing
your
these
girl,
people.
by the
You
way.
know? I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just saying it's like the age of like technology has erased that appreciation that used to be there.
Yeah, yeah. What are we at right now?
We're all we're exactly at an hour. So if you
We're
want to call it like
exactly
on
in
a
an
good
hour.
note,
Oh, this is a good note. You got anything else? Any lore you can drop, dude?
bro, like we did
How's-
enough. Like it'll be
All right,
just be little drops.
all right. Little drops. All right, that sounds good. All right, peace
Dude,
out, guys.
this was a good one.
Yeah, it was. I
All right,
like this one.
guys. Guys, peace out.
Peace.